So good morning everyone. Today we are going to start introduction to 2D arrays. So we are going to start two-dimensional arrays today. So what is a 2D array? It is an array of arrays. A 2D array is usually represented using rows and columns. So we have rows and we have columns, and the 2D array is represented in the form of a matrix as shown in the figure. So in the figure you can see we have a two-dimensional array having 3 rows and 3 columns. So the columns and rows both are indexed using zero-based indexing. So the rows and columns both starts from 0. Next, 2D array declaration. So there are certain methods by which you can declare a 2D array. The first one is int followed by square braces, two square braces, and then we write the name of the 2D array, which is equal to new int followed by the dimension of the array. So here we have kept the dimension, the number of rows to 3 and number of columns to 4. So in the first square brace we write the number of rows. In the second square brace, we write the number of columns. The second method is similar to the first method, except we put the two square braces after the name of the array. So in here, you can see that we have created a 2D array named A. So the 2D array has 3 rows and 4 columns. If you create an array A is equal to new int 3, 4, you should think of it as a matrix with 3 rows and 4 columns. But in reality, A holds a reference to an array of 3 items, where each item is reference to an array of 4 items. So A holds the address of an array containing 3 items, and each item, that means each cell, holds a reference to one array of size 4. So that is why we said that 2D array is an array of arrays. So this is the third method. In method 3, first what we do, int add, first we declare the array and then we assign the values. So int add and then add equal to new int 3, 3 and 4. So initially when we say int add followed by two square braces, this variable add points to null, and when we write add equal to new int 3, 4, so this points to a memory location. And finally the fourth method, in this, first what we need to do, we need to say int add followed by two square braces. That means the variable add will point to null. Then we have to specify add equal to new int in the first cell, or in the first square braces we have to mention the number of rows, and we can keep the second square brace empty. So in this case the columns, or we can change the length of these arrays. So we can keep the length of the first array to 4, we can keep the length of the second array to 2, and so on. So we can change the length of the arrays as per our convenience in this fourth method. So this is the advantage of fourth method. Now, how to initialize arrays or 2D arrays in Java? We have two methods. Method 1, we have to write the name of the array followed by row number and column number, and we have to put the value. We have to assign the value there. The second method is int followed by two square braces followed by name of the array is equal to new int, and we will write the values in curly braces. So both the methods can be used to initialize an array. So how can we get array length? To get the rows, we just need to write the name of the array dot length. But to get the name of the columns, we need to write array name followed by the index, that is we have put 0 here, you can even change it, dot length. So if all the rows have equal number of columns, then we will get a uniform value whatever value we place inside this square brace. So if we put 0, we will get a value. If we put 1, we will get the same value. When the arrays are, when the columns of the array are of equal length. If the columns are of different length, changing this index will change the value or change the output returned by this line. So finding address in an array. So here we have shown an array, and in each cell we have mentioned the address of that particular cell. So the address of 0th row and 0th column is called base address of the array. To get the address of a cell having row number I and column number j, we do the following. So address of Eij is equal to base address plus size of data type into I minus 1 into number of columns plus size of data type into j minus 1. So let us consider an example. So let us consider the cell marked with red color. So here I is equal to 3 since it is present in the third row, and j equal to 2 since it is present in the second column. And the size of data type is 4. As we can see, when we move from one cell to another, the address increases by 4. This specifies that the size of the data type is 4. So address of A32 is equal to base address, that is 1000, plus size of data type, that is 4, into I minus 1. Since I is 3, I minus 1 will be 2, into number of columns. So number of columns here is 4, in plus again size of data type, which is 4, into j minus 1. So j is 2, so j minus 1 will be 1. So 1000 plus 4 into 2 into 4 plus 4 into 1, which is equal to 1036. Now one point to note here is that in this formula we follow that the address follow one based indexing. By one based indexing we means that this is the first column, this is the second column, this is the third column, this is the fourth column, and so on. Similarly, this is the first row, this is the second row, and this is the third row. So I hope this is clear. Thank you.